Welcome to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Halti Martin, the host of this show where we talk about raising funding for your startup and the time it takes to have an espresso. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Halti Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. The board is a key part of the team that makes the startup successful. When you're in the early stage, use family and friends funding, create an informal advisory board, and meet with them monthly in the coffee shop. Keep it to 3 members. After you launch your product and start raising funding from outside of family and friends, create a formal board with 3 members. 2 members from the team and 1 investor. Most of the focus is on the core team and the essentials that must get done by the founder. As you grow into a Series A raise in which you seek institutional capital, consider increasing the board to 5 members. 2 from the team, 2 from the investors, and 1 from the industry. That is independent. The board expands to include a domain knowledge expert and investors who can help with the growth issues. As you start to scale and raise Series B funding, expand to 7 members with 2 from the team, 3 from the investors, and 2 from the industry. Later stage investors are putting in large sums and will demand a board seat for their investment. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start up something today. Halti Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinions of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon for the basis of investment decisions.